welcome back to the Glycogen Cycling channel. Today we have another group ride reviews series, or part of the series I should say. If you haven't seen part 1 of the group ride reviews I did in Bonita Springs of the Coconut Circuit Wednesday Worlds ride, go check that one out on the top right corner. This ride took place in Campton Hills, Illinois. It starts at a park called Headwaters Park. There's a little trail. There's some trails around there, a nice little parking area. So you can, everyone meets there at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays and, hammers this route. It was about a 35-mile loop probably. So not super long, not super short, good, hour-ish of power. And yeah, so let's get into it. So if you watched my last video, I rank group rides on 5 different criteria. So we have race-like, speed, route, safety, and difficulty. So as I go through this video, I'm going to give a ranking from 0 to 10 or 1 to 10 on the rank I think the ride should get. So basically why I'm making this series is because when I travel around, I think it's hard to find group rides, especially rides like this that don't have like a website or any like organization around it, but it's a really good ride and some people may want to check it out. So thought it might be a good thing to start up in case anyone is in the area. But one thing I should mention is Illinois is I always give it a terrible rap. So I think it's not a great place to ride, but mostly because the rides where everyone is at, like where everyone lives in the Chicago area and suburbs, that's where like you kind of want to ride because that's where you live. You don't want to have to drive an hour to go to a ride. So all of those rides have just like a ton of traffic, a ton of stoplights, and especially because you're riding, after work around 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. There's a ton of traffic and you're always getting stopped at stoplights. So because of that, it's just not my favorite place in the world to ride a bike. That being said, once you get to the, outskirts of Chicago, like Campton Hills, like places like Barrington, etc., the roads are pretty good actually. Surface wise, there's a lot of potholes, cracks in the road, but which you can imagine from snow and salt and all that stuff. But like this route was it was really good because it just like changed up a bit as we went on. There's some hills, there's some like flat cornfield sections, not too many cars. So overall, I think I'd give the route a 9 out of 10. You're going to see me do a little of attack here. And I'm just giving it a little dig up this hill. Because, why not? I have my post-Intelligentsia Cup legs here. So took like a day off or day or two off after Intelligentsia Cup, racing 10 days hard in a row. So my legs are feeling really good. And the one thing that was holding me back from actually going all out was the fact that I didn't know the route. So this guy on YouTube and Instagram known as the Cyclissimo, go check him out, give him a follow and subscribe. He invited me to this ride so we could get some footage. And I said, why not? Got some time in my hands, so let's head out and do this group ride. So super fun. But yeah, like I was saying, I couldn't go full gas because I just didn't know where I was going. And you'll see the group coming behind me right now. So you can see my heart rate's like 168, 169 it was at one point. And like I was going hard, but like I could keep going. So I definitely had some good legs after Intelligentsia Cup. And recording this now, those have definitely gone away. It's really hard to keep that up. So you have to go hard a lot, consecutively too, to actually keep that fitness, that race fitness up, which is why a lot of pros, race into fitness, because you just can't really compare it to anything. But that being said, we have race-like this route, or this route and ride combined route. This route or this ride, whatever floats your boat, I'd rank it probably a 7 out of 10. It wasn't super competitive. We had attacks, as you can see right now. I'm in a little bit of a breakaway, but the group doesn't really pull you back. They allow you to do your effort. They allow you to go off the front and try to get away. But I don't know. It may have been a little different if I knew the route, actually. But right now, we're in a little breakaway, and we're going to have to stop at the end here because we just don't know where the next turn is. So it may have been a little bit more competitive. I think a lot of people didn't know this route. I don't know if there's a lot of new people on here this time. But that being said, it was still, really a couple of attacks. There was some hard sections where everyone's going hard. So I'd give it a 7 out of 10 for race-like. And then as far as speed goes, I'd probably give that one a 7 out of 10 as well. There was some hilly areas and some windy sections, but we definitely kept the pace up. Everyone's working together pretty well. You can see now we're kind of in a rotating, just like a pace line. Guy pulls at the front and then pulls off when he's done. So we were working together at some points. Other parts were attacking each other. So we kept the speed up and ended up averaging probably 23 or so. So, giving that one a 7 out of 10.
Going straight.
So here we are. You can see how we're echeloning a little bit. And what that means is we're all kind of, not sitting directly behind each other, but off to the side a little bit. And that's because the wind right now is coming from over our right-hand shoulders. So you really want to pace yourself so you're behind and to the left when the wind's coming from your right, because that's how you're going to get the most draft. It's something a lot of new cyclists don't actually know, and it's actually a really important skill to have to, know where to sit to get the most amount of draft. And then as you just saw us go through a stop sign, so I think this is a good time to talk about the safety of the ride. And, I'd give this one 9 out of 10. We were very cautious about stop signs, calling out cars, stopping if there are cars. And, if they're not, we, slow down a lot and look through, and it's like, everyone understands it's a neutral section. So 9 out of 10 for safety. And then the last criteria I have, or pillars for a good group ride, is difficulty. And this one's the hardest to rank, because at different points in my journey of making these videos, obviously I have different fitness, so I'm going to determine the difficulty in you know, based on how I was feeling that day. So, you know, take this one with a grain of salt in all of my group ride videos, because I'm going to be basing it off of how I feel in the moment. And today I was feeling really, really good. So I'm going to give this one like a 6.5 out of 10, because it didn't feel like it was that hard. But that could have been just because I just raced for 10 days and I was really fit. So, you know, that's how I'm going to rank this ride. So hopefully this helps someone out in the future. If not, I hopefully, you know, you're watching this and enjoying it, just some group ride footage. But either way, let me know in the comments down below what you think of these group ride series, and if there's anything I should do differently, please let me know in the comments, because, you know, I'd love to hear it, and hopefully I can help someone out. If you want to see a specific group ride anywhere in the country, let me know. I'll try to see if I can make that happen. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, leave a like, leave a subscribe. That'll mean a lot to me. And we'll see you for the next one. Thanks for watching.